bullshit. Mike Flynn does what? Mike Flynn pleads guilty to a crime he didn't commit. You would say he's got to be guilty. He pled guilty. Let me explain this to you. So why does Mike Flynn plead guilty? Here's why. When Mike Flynn pleads, this is a military operation. Let me ask yourself one question. Just use common sense and reason and logic here. What is the likelihood that you're going to get a 30-year Army intelligence officer, a general, the director of national intelligence in the United States? What is the likelihood that this guy is going to be caught on a phone call, on an unsecured line with somebody he's not supposed to be talking to? What are the chances? Zero. It's absurd. Okay, back to the question. Why did this guy plead guilty? Because when Mike Flynn pleads guilty, Mike Flynn is put into a room in a deposition, cutting a plea deal. He's required to divulge every single piece of information of whatever crime, quote unquote, he's involved in, and every single crime that he has any knowledge of on the whole scope of his career, required by law. What does that mean? That means now that General Flynn is inside of a room for months, writing down everything about everybody and every crime he's ever seen. Here's a closer. That is admissible in a court of law. None of his knowledge is admissible. He can't just spew it out. We're talking national security secrets. In the legal system, they walked right into the trap. And now Mike Flynn is able to depose everything. DOJ dismissed his charges recently because they have no case. Now we have a deep state judge, Emma G. Sullivan, in the D.C. District Court, Circuit Court, that will not allow them to drop the case. He's a judge. He's not a prosecutor. It's unconstitutional what he's doing. He's a deep state criminal. Why is he doing it? Because if they don't sign off on this thing, Flynn can't talk. If they sign off, it doesn't matter if he's violating the Constitution. His career's done. He's gone. But they have to do whatever they have to do. They have to win at all costs, because this is the existential threat of their existence, all of them. So, that's Mike Flynn. Look at Dan Coates. People keep saying nothing's happening. I can go through a list. I don't have time. I can go through a list of 30 people that have been fired at the top of the leadership of DOJ and FBI under Trump. We can look at 300 deep state federal judges that have now been replaced with constitutional judges. We can look inside every government agency right now, and you see this constant house cleaning. Look at the most recent firing, which was the Secretary of Defense, Esper. Why? That's a different story. It's a deep state criminal. Look at General Mattis. Look at Mad Dog Mattis. I call him Sad Dog Mattis. He's the defense secretary. He's trying to keep us fighting and fighting and fighting in Syria to keep the wars going. Love what he did. I love my soldiers. They know that. But there's too many of these people have infiltrated the military. These military guys, the military-industrial complex wants to fight. They want wars. It's the greatest machine, printing machine on the planet. They don't want war to go away. Trump hasn't started a single war. We're getting out. So what did Sad Dog Mattis